Yo, 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 what's good, man? Welcome to another day in the life of the Warrior King and Prince DJ Nico. Now, I added this screenshot, came up on my feed, and it's just showing the contrast, man, of when women share their stories on social media or the things that they might be going through versus when men do it. As you can see, women, they get a lot of overwhelming support. No one calls them toxic. No one calls them bitter. They get, oh, you're so strong. Oh, you're doing a great job, etc., etc. But when a man does the same thing, it's usually crickets. I wonder why that is. I personally think it's because the narrative is usually, oh, the man always runs out on the family or runs out on the kids, or the man is, the one that's toxic or broke up the family, etc., etc. So when the roles are switched, it's kind of a hard concept for people to grasp because, again, the narrative is it's always the man's fault, for the demise of the relationship or the demise of the family, never the woman. It's very interesting. I mean, you see the post on social media all the time. Oh, if you put a man in a woman's position, I'll bet he'll fold. Well, I'm a man, and I've been put in that position as a single parent, and I ain't fold. And there's a lot of men out here that are doing the same things. You know what I mean? But again, some of them don't have platforms like I do, but I'ma show mine, and I don't give a fuck who feels some type of way about it. Because reality is reality, and truth is truth. There's just as many toxic women out here as there are toxic men. There's just as many women out here that run out on their kids or leave their families or leave the kid with grandma and things of that nature for the streets. And I'm just one of the men that got the balls and don't care how nobody feel about it to get out here and tell the truth, speak the truth, and say what I want to say and show, improve. You know what I mean? With receipts on both ends. Receipts on how, women can be the ones that are toxic and the ones that are sorry parents and deadbeat parents, and how men can be upstanding, with good character and do the things that they're supposed to do. Period. Now, that being said, me and Prince DJ Nico just got done with sessions, so we heading to the casa. And you know what it is? Taco Tuesday. That's the favorite day of the week for Prince DJ Nico. Doing a little something different today, man. Seeing this little recipe, about these taco pepper bites. And I said we'll get those a try, man. A little break from the normal. But at the end of the day, I still got to make Dom his nachos, his little tacos. You know what I mean? Because he ain't too big on change, just like Pops. But yeah, man. Again, it's just funny to me that people can think that you're bitter or think that you're miserable for doing the right things and what you're supposed to do. Or they want you to shut up and be quiet about the things that you go through and experience as a single parent, especially being a single father. Fuck out of here. I'm going to tell my story. And like Show Enough said, anybody want me to shut up, come down here and make me.
Why don't I sit down and what?
I said, why don't you sit down and shut up?
Why don't anybody who wants me to sit down and shut up come down here and make me? Why don't any 50 of you who want me to sit down and shut up come down here and just shut up?
And that's facts, you dig? And trust, I ain't never worried about that. Not at all. Not in the least. Not even a little bit. So again, that being said, I'm going to tell my story because I got a platform and I'm creating a platform. Because if we keeping it 100, there are a lot of men out here, y'all suffering in silence, man. You know what I mean? Y'all go through the same things. Some of y'all still in the same situation. I've been a trainer for a long time. And like I say, I know a lot of these chicks, they going. You understand? And some of y'all dudes still sitting up in family pictures like a mook, knowing how your shorty get down and you just sitting there like a lame or a dummy dealing with it. I could never. Now again, if you don't know, then yeah, that's a different story. But once you find out, man, if you don't check that shit, or you get the hell up out of there, then yeah, you a dummy. Because that's how a lot of y'all dudes end up crashing out, ruining your life, or after the relationship done, you fall off, you fat as fuck, you get sick, you looking crazy, your life falls apart, etc., etc. Never me. So the lesson learned, when God removes something or someone, let it be. Sometimes the rejection is the protection. You dig? Because God be knowing. God be knowing everything that went on behind your back, and whatever's done in the dark won't always come to light. That's why you as a man, you live a transparent life. Nothing to hide, nothing nobody could dig up, because you 100% authentic. And a lot of people can't stand that. And another thing, don't let people paint a false picture of you, your character, based on a projection of who they really are. Nah, don't allow that to happen. You keep handling your business and you let your light shine for the world to see. And if the love was genuine and real, there's nothing to be embarrassed or ashamed about. And under no circumstances do you ever crash out. Man, it's not worth it. A 304 gonna be a 304. Matter of fact, it's probably a couple I done took up and through there that's watching the video right now. Just keeping it a buck. The point is, folks gonna do what they do. The only thing you have control over is you and what you do. So ain't nobody tripping about that. But when there's kids involved, then there's a certain mindset and considerations that you gotta take into account. So what, the relationship ends or you get a divorce, who cares? So now all of a sudden it's like, okay, forget about the kids. And that go for men and women that do that. It's some sucker shit, no matter how you run it down. These babies are innocent and they didn't ask to be here. So it's your responsibility as a father to do what you're supposed to do and do right by your kids. And as a mother, there's no excuses, period. I was watching a video with Charleston White the other day, and he said we need to bring back shame. And I totally agree, because you should be ashamed as a grown man or woman out here living your life every day and not taking care of your kids. So at the end of the day, I have no respect. I mean, zero respect for anybody that walks away from their kids, man or woman. I don't care. You could be the biggest womanizer out there, be a great dad and still take care of your kid. You could be the biggest 304 in the world out there. Who cares? That's you. Be a mom. Take care of your kid. There's no excuses, period. I mean, at least that's just how I was raised. You dig? But when you make being for the streets and in the streets a priority over being there for your child, that's just diabolical, man. But for all the good parents, the great moms, and the great dads like myself, hey man, keep letting your light shine, keep doing your thing, because God got you and he gonna see you through. Another day in the life of the Warrior King and Prince DJ Nico.